Welcome to Your Life Podcast, the place where life becomes that little bit simpler. Thank you for joining me on the Your Life Podcast. I'm Angela Lockwood, and in this episode, I'm interviewed by Luke and Susie of The Luke and Susie Show. We all have time stealers in our lives, but there's one that we have complete control over, and it can shift a really quick moment into a half an hour or even an hour of wasted time. It's the notifications on your phone. With apps designed to send us push notifications whenever a new message arrives, you think about your email, Facebook updates, LinkedIn posts, and even an Instagram mention. Those dings and rings become a constant distraction, and it challenges our focus and our attention. What can you do about it? It's simple, and you're in complete control.
Faith Family Culture, it's Luke and Susie with you. And Luke, have you ever sat down to look at a YouTube video and said to yourself, I'm just going to watch this one, and 45 minutes later still been watching YouTube videos?
I'm going to refuse to have Angela Lockwood back on our show.
Oh, why?
Because the last month or so, every time she's been on, I walk away going, oh my gosh, I'm getting that wrong. I'm making too many mistakes. It's too convicting, Suze. Yes, I have.
You have.
All the time.
So have I.
Every day. Facebook video feeds, watch one video. I had 45 minutes in the middle of the night the other night.
Yeah.
Where it was just, I sort of woke up not feeling so well. I thought, I'll just watch one video and then I'll go back to sleep. Yeah, right. Some good stand-up comedy I was watching, by the way. Angela Lockwood, our guest on how to deal with those little time stealers. Next.
Our guest is the author of a book called Switch Off, which we're learning we need to do more of. We're talking about those little time stealers, those I'll just quickly check social media, I'll just watch this one YouTube video, I'll just quickly check my emails.
I'll just have a quick little cuppa and do one little thing.
Yeah, Angela, there is endless opportunities online to have our time stolen.
There is not one person who has technology at their access who has been in a position where they go, oh, just quickly, and it is just quickly. I think, Luke, you are totally not alone here. Everyone has fallen to the trap of going, oh, just quickly check, and then an hour's gone, 2 hours gone. So you're definitely not alone. But the most important thing people can do is if you're somebody who does just quickly, in inverted commas, jump on your phone or your iPad, the important thing you can do is really catch yourself out very, very quickly. So the one quick thing you can do is go, oops, I'm doing it again, and really just catch yourself out and then turn it off. And that sounds really easy, I know, but it is a lot harder than what it sounds. But you've got to catch yourself out. If you're someone that goes, I'm just going to pick up my phone and just quickly check Facebook, hear me sitting on your shoulder and go, oh, I know Angela said that things are never quick, and just put the phone straight down. You are in control of your technology. Your technology is not in control of you, believe it or not. So you can put it down. You can switch it off. You can remove it from you whenever you need to. Okay,
right.
You are the one that's in control.
I'm picturing Angela on one of my shoulders telling me to stop doing it, but I'm going to picture you with missing teeth, with frayed hair, with warts. This is how I'm going to picture you, because it's just too confronting otherwise, right? Angela Lockwood is our guest, the author of the book Switch Off, and navigating to avoid these time stealers. We want to find out some more tips on how to actually deal with this stuff, the stuff that we think is going to be small and innocent, but turns out to be stealing hours of our life. More next.
Faith Family Culture, it's Luke and Susie with you as we chat with Angela Lockwood about taking back control with the little time stealers of technology. Now, Angela, I want to talk about this in the context of our workday, because we can think that email is an important part of our workday, and I'll just check this one thing, and an hour later we're still sitting at our email and haven't actually produced what our job is to do. How structured, can I ask you, how structured are you and how rigid are you in control of things like email across your workday?
Look, I would love to say that I'm absolutely perfect at it and that I have it all beautifully laid out. I don't have it all beautifully laid out, and sometimes I mess up myself, and I find I check things and I go, through the rabbit warren of the internet. But what I do is I'm very conscious about my behaviour throughout my workday. So a couple of the things that I've done, and if listeners only take one word away from what we're talking about, it's notifications. So your notifications are the simplest way that you can reduce the amount of attention-stealing time through emails. Basically, what I mean by notifications is turn them off. Yep. So, when you're on your emails and the little email comes up the top right-hand of the screen to tell you that someone's emailed you, or your phone dings when it says someone's messaged you, or that someone's posted something on Facebook about you or on Twitter or whatever it is, turn them off. Because what that does is if you're working on something that you're focused on, that little tiny ding totally takes your attention away from the task at hand and it distracts you. And there's been a lot of different research around this, but it can often take at least 20 minutes for you to refocus even from that little ding. So you're focusing on a project, little ding comes through from an email, top right-hand corner, you take your eyes off what you're doing, go over, it can take you at least 20 minutes to get back to the task at hand and refocus.
So I mean, this is an interesting thing because we know the principle of how this works because we know often we'll go out of the office or to a coffee shop or we'll lock a door or we'll put a do not disturb on because we know as soon as we've got a big project that's going to take a couple of hours of focus and someone comes and knocks on the office, and even if they only take 30 seconds, they don't just take 30 seconds when they interrupt your pattern of thought. Yeah. We understand this when it comes to other people interrupting us, but we've got to learn it when it comes to our own devices and our own sort of little distractions as well.
Yeah, listening to you say that, how many times do people come up to you and go, can I just grab you for a minute? Yeah. It's like the notification ding. It's never a minute. That person does not talk to you for a minute. It can be 5 minutes, 10 minutes, half an hour sometimes. And before you know it, you've been totally taken off your project that you're working on. So we can set really good boundaries around that. But the simplest way is just to go in, press a button that says turn off notifications, and that'll put you again back in control of your emails, your text messages. One of the things that I did is I used to get really distracted through Twitter. So Twitter would come up and Twitter's not going to add any value to my life. I'm sorry. It'll help me being more engaged, but it's not really going to add a lot of value. So I just took the app off my phone. Yeah. And so what that means now is if I want to jump on Twitter, I've got to actually log in, and I never remember my login to Twitter, so I never go on it.
That's beautiful. The irony is that during this conversation, my phone has been going berserk. Yeah. Phone calls, text messages, and emails, and I've had to put my phone onto flight mode. They're all really important. I can justify why every one of them should be taking my attention right now. Yeah. But the reality is sometimes you just need to put it in flight mode, put it off to the side, and just deal with what you're dealing with now.
Absolutely. And they are all really important, but so is this conversation right now. And that's really important for people to understand that if everything is important, then nothing becomes important. Yeah, so we can't be doing everything that's so important all the time. Where you are at right here, right now is the only really important thing. Everything else can wait. Yeah,
and I just didn't think I could get away with saying, sorry, I just have to interrupt this switch off conversation to go deal with the notifications that are coming through right now. I didn't think I'd get away with it. So
don't worry, Luke, we would cover that in another topic. Yeah. We'll talk about that.
The author of Switch Off, Angela Lockwood's been our guest. Thank you so much.
Thanks for having me, guys. And it's really important that people find that they can get back in control of their devices. Just turn those notifications off.
I hope you enjoyed this episode. To find more ways to slow down and simplify your life, follow the Your Life podcast on Spotify and iTunes. And let's connect on LinkedIn and Instagram. Just look for Angela Lockwood. Don't forget, it's your life. You choose how to live it.